All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. In last week's episode, we had a segment where we predicted Premier League matches. We're going to be going over those, and then we're going to be predicting next week's Premier League matches. A little review of last week. Um, First match was Chelsea versus Everton. Mason had them winning 3-1. Ethan had them winning 2-0. I had Everton winning 2-1. And Chelsea ended up winning 2-0. So both Mason and Ethan had it spot on. Mason had the correct goal differential and the result. I don't know. I thought Tierno Barry would do it.
Ew.
I almost scored.
Yeah. Liverpool Brighton. Mason had the exact score correct. 2-0 Liverpool. Ethan predicted a 2-0 Brighton win. And I predicted a 1-0 Liverpool win. Burnley Fulham. Where is it? Mason had a 1-1 tie. I also had a 1-1 tie, and Ethan had 1-0 Fulham winning. So Ethan was correct with the result. Arsenal versus Wolves. Mason had the exact score correct, 2-1 Arsenal. I had 2-0 Arsenal, and Ethan had 3-0 Arsenal. Ethan didn't believe in the Wolves.
I know my stuff, man.
I still don't believe in
Arsenal
the
just
Wolves.
squeak out these wins, I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, Wolves almost got a result.
Dude, they really did.
Sunday's fixtures. Man City versus Crystal Palace. Mason had a 2-2 draw. I had a 3-2 Palace win, and Ethan had a 2-1 Palace win. So none of us believed in Man City. They ended up winning 3-0 pretty comfortably.
Remember the part of the episode where I was like, we're gonna say this and then City's just gonna win like 4-1 or something?
Yeah. um, Forest taking on Tottenham. I had a 1-0 win for Forest. Ethan had a 3-2 win for Forest, and Mason had a 3-1 win for Tottenham.
That was a bad one.
It ended up being 3-0. I mean for Forest. Then kind of the was supposed to be a good game, was very kind of boring. Sunderland versus Newcastle. Me and Ethan both had this game right. We both predicted Sunderland winning 1-0. Maybe not in the fashion that we
Dude, Voldemort
said. We
scored a
both said it.
banger, bro.
We both
That's a
said
good
it would
header.
be from. I said it would be from Enzo Lafie. Ethan said Granit Xhaka, and then it ended up being an own goal. But we both predicted 1-0. Mason had the reverse, had 1-0 Newcastle. Next match, Villa taking on West Ham. Sorry. Mason had a 2-0 Villa win. Ethan had a 1-1 tie, and I had a 2-1 Villa win. Me and Mason got it kind of right. Last game on Sunday, Brentford taking on Leeds. This is the one where Mason said Leeds would win 4-0.
That was my bold prediction.
I said
Yeah,
I
you
said I
missed that,
said
Sam.
Leeds 2-0. Ethan had Brentford winning 3-1, and the result ended up being 1-1. Moving on to the most exciting game of this round of fixtures, Man United and Bournemouth. Mason had 3-2 Man United. So you could see he saw the goals coming.
I knew it was gonna be a goal fest.
I had 2-1 Man United, and Ethan had 2-1 Bournemouth for some reason. And the result the result ended up being, as you know, 4-4. So
That was an insane game.
anyway, now that we have Sam back, Sam will introduce our new format for predicting the Premier League.
Yeah. So thank you, Joey. We're going to be predicting the Premier League every single week. We're going to keep it kind of interesting here. It's match week 17, so almost halfway through the season. But now, not counting last week, from this week on, We're gonna keep track of all of our predictions, and we're gonna have a point system and standings just to keep track and see who's doing the best, who's doing the worst. So you're gonna get 3 points if you get a correct score. You're going to get 2 points for an underdog result. So that would be, say, for example, Man United is playing Arsenal, and everybody here picks Arsenal to beat them. And then, for example, say you're the one that picks Man United to beat them or to tie. And if that happens, you're one of the four. You would get 2 points for an underdog result, score aside. You would then, oh, there goes my pen. You would then get 1 point for a correct result. So if you predict Chelsea 2-1 and they win 3-0, you would get 1 point. And then 0 points if anything is incorrect. And then if you do happen to pick a correct score that is also an underdog result, you combine the two, so you would get 5 points there. Joey, if you want to take back over to go match through match here,
Yeah.
and then we'll share our predictions.
All right. So first match of the weekend, early Saturday, is Newcastle taking on Chelsea. Newcastle at home in a bad run of form of recent. Picked up a midweek victory. What do you guys think?
As much as it pains me to say this, my
Chelsea
genuine
fan.
prediction here, as a Chelsea fan, I do think it's going to be 2-1 Newcastle.
Yep.
No belief, man.
I hate to say it, but I had the exact same thing. I think they're home stadium merchants. We have to go away. Are we doing first goal scorer predictions?
No, just
just the scores.
Yeah, just scores. Yeah. I think they're just home merchants, and we're up and down ourselves, but I feel like we'll score first, and then they're gonna come from behind and win 2-1. That's kind of how I see it going. Maybe
I have a
in
Chelsea
week.
2-1 win. I think we can do it in St. James's Park.
I hope
Two
so.
wins on the bounce. I think we can make it 3 in a row.
I think it's gonna be a cagey affair. I think Bruno Guimaraes is gonna bring the passion that he brought last time when you guys played against each other. I think Lewis Miley is in the form of his life. He's coming. And I think Voltmata is ready too after scoring a banger on his own net. He's going to score a banger on the opposition's goal. And I think it's going to be 2-2 Newcastle. We'll see.
Thank you.
Here to mention also, it is AFCON. It has begun. All players are with their countries. But Newcastle and Chelsea aren't really missing it. I don't think they're missing anybody, to be fair. So, all right. Next match is Bournemouth taking on Burnley.
I had 2-0 to Bournemouth here.
Yeah, both teams are in pretty bad form right now, not gonna lie. Neither of them have gotten a win in a while. I mean, I guess you could argue Bournemouth's got good ties against Man United and Chelsea, but neither of them have really gotten a win in a minute. That being said, I think this one's gonna end 1-0 to Bournemouth at home.
I have a 2-2 draw. I think they're going to share the points. They're both in bad runs of form.
I had 3-1 Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth do well at home. I think Burnley, they lose a lot. They lose almost every game. I think they've lost 7 in a row, but they've like scored in almost every single game. So I have 3-1 Bournemouth. Brighton taking on Sunderland. Sunderland taking a long trip down to the south coast to take on Brighton. Brighton, I believe, are not missing. I don't know if they're missing Mint. They are not missing Yankuba Minte because the Gambia did not make the AFCON. They are not missing anybody of note. And Sunderland is
Missing a
missing
lot of players.
Reynaldo, Chalby, else?
Reinildo, Sadiki.
Bertrand
You know,
Traore.
Oh, okay. Here it is right here. Yeah, Bertrand Traore, Talbi, Noah Siddiqui, Masuako, and Reynaldo.
Yeah.
Um, the guys off the bench are pretty good.
I'm thinking for this one, I don't know why I'm not too convinced of Brighton this year in many games. Even though they're at home, I'm gonna back Sunderland 2-1. I could see Brobbey and Enzo Lafite each snagging a goal. I'm backing Sunderland here.
I'm going to
Regardless.
go Brighton 1-0. I do think last week was Sunderland's Super Bowl. They won it. Their emotions were high. I think Brighton came off a bad performance against Liverpool, so I think they'll bounce back.
Yeah.
I have a 1-1 draw. Feel like Brighton will probably go up early, and Sunderland I think will sneak it in at the end. Just I think Brighton again just terrible compared to last year, just terrible. And I think Sunderland, it's a long trip down from the north to the south coast, so I think that's going to play a big factor. But I still feel a 1-1 draw.
I have a 2-1 Sunderland. I think Sunderland can still get it done with the players they have. Yeah, and I think Brighton just haven't been playing well. So yeah, 2-1 Sunderland. Next match is Man City taking on West Ham at the Etihad. Almost said the City Ground. That's Nottingham Forest.
Go Mason.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad. I didn't know if we were keeping consistent order or not, but I'll let you go first next time. But for this time, I will say I'm gonna back Man City to win 3-0. I think they're gonna smash them. To be honest, Holland's probably gonna get one or two. I think Cherokee might bag a goal. But yeah, head to head, West Ham haven't held Man City to less than 3 goals in like 3 years at this point. I think 2022
That's
was
actually a crazy
2022 was the
stat.
last time they still won 2-0 in that game. So I think Man City's gonna put the hurt on them. And Holland's probably gonna tear him up. Ryan Cherokee has been balling. I love to see it. He's a great player to watch. So that's my prediction for that one.
Yeah, he's different gravy.
Yeah, he is.
My prediction here: Manchester City 3, West Ham 1. I think Nuno is kind of turning things around at West Ham. Bowen's been playing. He's been having a sneaky underrated season.
True.
He's playing more centrally now. I think they could get one. So 3-1 City.
I also have a 3-0 in City win. Personally, I don't think West Ham should even show up. They should just, I don't know, forfeit if that's an option.
Should forfeit.
I think this is going to be another one of those games where Holland doesn't score. I think Phil Foden's going to pick up the slack like he's been doing. But yeah, City's going to coast to another victory. They're well rested this week. I think they played their B team in the cup this week, and they still got it done. So everyone's well rested.
Yeah, I have a 3-0 Man City. I think Erling Haaland's due a hat trick. So
I like
yeah,
it.
I think
I
Man
like
City's
that show.
gonna sweep these guys. Next match is Wolves taking on Brentford at the Molineux.
I reckon Wolves gets their first win of the season here. I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves.
Go. I was thinking similarly. I think the unlucky ending to their game against Arsenal might have inspired them a little bit. I think I back Wolverhampton to get it done 1-0. Yeah, I don't think it's
Wow.
going to be Strand Larson that scores, but someone's going to do it.
Strand Larson catching strays for no reason.
Yeah, anybody but Strand Larson, 1-0.
I have a 2-0 Brentford win. I think last week's result just is going to plummet them down even further. Yeah, personally, I think they should bring back the Portuguese coaches. The English coaches obviously don't get results, so Yeah,
When
Wolves
Wolves,
owners,
when
if
Wolves
Portuguese
you're
were
coach.
watching, Brune Lage is available. Call up
Not
live.
again, bro.
Hey.
We've
Didn't
done
they
this
already have
already.
Hey.
him as a coach?
when Wolves were
Yeah,
Yeah,
Portuguese,
and he
they
did
were
well.
good.
Did better than this guy.
I'm gonna have Wolves winning 1-0. I think that guy Mane, 18 years old.
He
He
looks
looks
good.
really good. Yeah, he looks really good. Yeah, 1-0 Wolves. Should be match of the weekend here. Tottenham taking on Liverpool. Two teams. I didn't think Liverpool's coming up, but both teams kind of struggling for form, kind of inconsistent.
Yeah.
I'll start off again. I'm gonna go with a Spurs 2, Liverpool 2. I think high scoring game. I think both defenses can be good on their day, but they can also be atrocious on their day. I think I could see. I think the last time these two met in the league, I think it ended 6-3 Liverpool or 6-2 last year at when the game was in London. So I'm gonna go with a 2-2 tie here.
I like it. Yeah, two teams that are relatively unpredictable this year. When you think they're gonna win, they lose, and when you think they're gonna lose, they win. So it's kind of tough to say, but I think I'm gonna rock with the same score I did last week, and I'm gonna say Liverpool 2-0. I think Ekitike is in good form right now. I can see him bagging. I obviously wouldn't be shocked if Tottenham score, but as of right now, that's my prediction. I think Liverpool get it done 2-0.
I want to go with a Liverpool 4-1 win.
Ooh,
I think they're back in form. Tottenham stink. They'll probably get a goal like they scored against Arsenal from midfield from Richarlison, but that's probably the only chance they'll get. Ekitike, Salah's back in form. Maybe Verts bags his first goal finally. That's actually going to count. But yeah, 4-1 Liverpool.
I have 3-2 Liverpool taking the win. I think Tottenham can get some goals, but I think both teams are kind of shaky defensively. So I think the goals are going to rein in. But yeah, I have 3-2 Liverpool.
I like it.
Next match, Everton hosting Arsenal.
I have an opinion here. You first, Sam.
Go ahead, Mace. No, go ahead.
Call me an Arsenal hater because I am one. So the title fits. I think they're gonna. I honestly don't think the squeak by Wolves or the loss to Villa was fluky. I think this is the beginning of the end. I think Arsenal's gonna start to crumble, and I think this is gonna be a 1-1 draw. I don't think they're gonna be able to get it done. Everton's been in good form aside from the loss to Chelsea. They've been competitive, even against Chelsea. If you watch the game, I don't think 2-0 really describes how it went. They were really in that game. They were making chances. They were defending well. And I don't think Arsenal's going to get it done in Merseyside.
I agree with you there, but I think this game is going to end 0-0. I think it's going to be a boring game. I think teams tend to have a tough time breaking Everton down when Everton is playing at home. I think we could see a Pickford masterclass here, and I don't think Arsenal gets it done.
Wow.
I also have a 1-1 draw. I feel like again Arsenal they're gonna start dropping points, and that lead at the top is just gonna be slipping away.
I love it.
I'm going against the grain here. And I'm saying Everton, get it done at home, 1-0.
Let's go.
Let's
Dude.
go.
Joe Barry is going to show that he deserves to play in the Prem.
Let's go.
I love how this podcast unanimously hates on Arsenal. It's awesome.
Yeah.
They deserve it, man.
Not a single person predicts Arsenal top of the league to win at Everton.
Haram ball merchants, man.
Last game on Saturday. A lot of games on Saturday. I don't know. This schedule makes no sense. There's about 8 games on Saturday and then one on Sunday and then one on Monday. It doesn't make any sense. Leeds taking on Palace.
I got Palace winning 1-0 away. I think last week they had a obviously humbling experience against City. I think Leeds have been playing well recently, but I do think Crystal Palace still does have that class in them. So 1-0 Palace.
I agree with Sam. I think Palace has that class in them. I went bold with Leeds last week. It did not pay off. I think they're definitely still performing pretty well as of late. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's kind of seeing a revival, but all that being said, I'm going to go 3-1 to Crystal Palace. I think they're going to get the job done handedly away, and I'm going to back my guy Mateta to get at least one goal. I love watching that guy. He's a great striker.
I have a 3-2 Palace win. I feel like it's gonna be very competitive. Leeds have been very competitive recently. I mean, they beat Chelsea, held almost tied Liverpool. No, they tied Liverpool.
They did, yeah.
Tied Liverpool. I think Palace just get it done, squeak by.
Again, I'm going against the grain here. I have 2-1 Leeds beating Palace. I think Calvert-Lewin looks like back in his prime, playing as the English striker, getting those scrappy goals, headers. Palace are here and there, and I think if you look before the Man City game, they had a couple good wins. Now I think after the Man City game is a little fall, but 2-1 Leeds beating Palace.
I think
The
Dominic
sole game
Calvert-Lewin gets on the plane next summer.
next summer or
No.
this summer?
Well, this upcoming summer.
Yeah. I don't think so, but I will say he looks better than some strikers
I don't
at the
think it's a
top of the table.
ridiculous shout, to be honest. I mean,
They lack in
that,
that
I mean,
backup
really-
spot.
yeah, that backup striker
It's-
spot's kind of wide open right now.
Yeah. We'll see.
It ain't gonna be Delap at
Sundays-
this rate, man.
Sunday's fixture. Aston Villa taking on Manchester United. Villa on red hot form. Title contenders.
Ooh, that's bold. However,
They are.
I am going to back Villa here. 2-1 Villa. I think Man United lost some of their key guys to AFCON, and Villa is just, they're playing well right now.
Agreed. I think Villa's won almost 10 games in a row. I think this would be their 10th if they win it. I think they're red hot. Man United, I forgot to speak for a second. Man United haven't been in the best of form. They've been up and down. They've definitely been doing overall better than like at the beginning of the year and stuff, but I still don't think it's enough. I mean, as we said, they're going to be missing Ahmad and Buomo, and is that it, or are they going to be missing? I'm trying to think.
Mazraoui, I think.
Yeah, so they'll be missing a few guys.
Our entire right side of the pitch is gone.
Yeah. Morgan Rogers might be ripping down that side of the pitch. So honestly,
Yeah.
part of me wants to say draw, but part of me is pretty convinced in Villa right now. I think it's going to be 2-1. I think it'll be competitive. Man United, even in their rough games, have been pretty competitive. So that's how I see it going.
I'm backing United. 2-1 United win. Cunha, Kobe Mainu, I think gets the start.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, he
Ruben's
has
gonna
to.
cook.
Manu has to start. Casemiro is suspended.
Ooh.
I didn't know that.
I think Sesko bags.
Good.
Yeah.
Cunha bags.
I'm
United
gonna.
win.
I have 2-2 actually. I do not back my team Man United to win this game because we are missing key players. We don't. I don't know if this is media because I don't listen to the interviews, but I saw it. Apparently, Ruben Amorim has hinted at changing formation for this, just because we don't have really any personnel on the right hand side to play. I doubt it.
It cooks.
I doubt he'll change formation, but maybe he will. But still, I think we'll struggle But I think it's still like one of those games where we kind of get up for it. Like there's been games where we play Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, and it's like we'll have a man down or we're not in the best of form and we somehow show up. And I think it's one of those games where like we don't have everybody, but the players that are there are gonna show up. I think it's gonna be 2-2.
Yep.
Finishing off Monday night's fixture, Fulham hosting Forest.
Not much to say here. Nottingham had a big win last week against Spurs. Fulham did get it done away at Burnley. Harry Wilson in the form of his life right now. I do think they split the points here. I'm going to go 1-1.
I like it. It's tough to say on this one because Fulham have had a tough run of games lately. They've had to play. They also beat Tottenham, not 3-0, but they won away at Tottenham. Then they played City, Palace. They got the win against Burnley. And then they played Newcastle. So they've been playing some of the better teams lately. If this was like Forest of last year, I would back Forest, but I'm not so convinced by them right now. I'm gonna say Fulham 3-1. I think Harry Wilson's gonna keep the torch burning, and I think they're gonna get it done at the Craven Cottage.
I also have a draw. I have a 2-2 draw. I think it's just going to be... It will be exciting, but I don't think any team's going to pull it out. I think Forest are better home than they are away, personally.
Definitely.
I have a 1-1 draw. I think Fulham played today. Today is Wednesday. They played Newcastle. Gonna have some tired legs. I don't think they're gonna score as many goals as they did against Burnley. Nottingham Forest, they did have the full week's of rest, but I think Nottingham Forest are a little up and down. They are somehow scoring a lot of goals under Sean Dyche, which I didn't think was possible, but
Crazy statement.
I say it's 1-1. Hey, I respect Sean Dyche,
Me
but
too.
he doesn't score the most goals. His teams usually don't score the most goals.
He's a bit more of a haram ball kind of guy.
He scored 3 goals last week against Spurs.
That's what I'm saying. It's it's up and down. I think it's going to be 1-1.
Sean Dyche is the best English manager in the Premier League right now.
I mean, how many English managers are there?
Yeah, wait.
Managers are there?
What? Him and Rob Edwards on Wolves?
I know. It's him and the Wolves coach.
No, Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe, Brentford's coach.
Keith Andrews or whatever?
Yeah, Keith Andrews. Scott Parker.
I think that's it.
Scott Parker.
Oh, yeah.
David Moyes. Oh, wait, no, he's Scottish. Never mind. I got my Brits mixed up.
You can say British.
Yeah.
David Moyes is the best British coach in the Premier League right now.
That's fair.
No, Sean Dyche is better than
No, Sean Dyche clears.
Wasn't Sean Dyche just at Everton and he blew?
He was also at Burnley and was nasty.
That's true.
Moyes wins everywhere he goes.
You gotta hit it into the big man.
Moyes won a European trophy, man.
Yeah, because he got Declan Rice.
He was on West Ham, the conference.
I thought Declan Rice blows.
Declan Rice doesn't blow when he's playing against Bjarna Bjorkjarna in the semi-final of the Conference League.
Bjarna Bjorkjarna. That's a new team.
Yeah, that's the team where Gyökeres came from. In Sweden.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, man. Well, everyone, that concludes our first official Premier League predictions.
Let us know if you like it in the comments. Let us know if we should do more.
Yep. Exactly.
Give us your predictions, and yeah, let's see how this ages come the weekend. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, share with your grandma if she likes soccer, and stay tuned.